Welcome to SymplexityAI, custom language models designed to democratize access to advanced AI capabilities for B2B sales and marketing teams around the world. We make it easy for you to be successful. One of the things that's really notable about these new AI large language models is that they really present a hurdle for adoption because they seem daunting. They're large. They're unknown, and people don't know how to interact with them. It's kind of like people interacting with PCs in the 80s and 90s, or the internet in the 90s and the 2000s. MIT Sloan identified this as really one of those, adjustment barriers that preclude the inertia of adoption. It's like the word processor or even double entry accounting. And the vast majority of CEOs from Boston Consulting Group research identified that they really don't see their organization as adopting these tools readily. So with that, what do? We see that there's trade-offs. The GPTs and the features in MarTech platforms, they are general, they're generic. They can tell you anything though. They can tell you about quantum mechanics or how to farm in the sub-Saharan desert. They can tell you just about anything, but it's very generic. They can do it fast as well. But when people get good with prompt engineering, they can move the GPTs a little bit up to that effectiveness level, but in all situations, it's rather general. And there's purpose-built tools like Jasper or Writer, and they have a level that's above generic, but it's still not specific. It's not fully trainable. And what we're proposing is that there's no need to accept the trade-offs. They don't need to exist. You can have a tool that's built, that's custom built, and it's a one-size-fits-many, not a one-size-fits-all. But what does that look like? Today, this is how you interface with ChatGPT. It's you and a consumer interface that sits on top of OpenAI. You ask questions and it gives you answers back. The reality is that you can have a direct relationship to custom data, and that custom data is talking to OpenAI directly, not using a GPT, and then communicate directly back to you answers that are specific, answers that are high value. Let's take a look now at what that is in the interface. Here we are, SymplexityAI, the application. So let's log in here. Okay, I have a couple of groups that I'm a part of right now. I'm going to go into the Proof Analytics custom portal. Now what we've done here is we've trained about 60 pages of content that are markdown language describing exactly how the point of view, the brand voice, everything that you would need to know as a person wanting to be expert at proof analytics and talking about their content. Let's run an example here. What you should notice here is that we asked a very specific question. We talked about a persona. We talked about a branch of functionality within proof analytics known as causal AI. And the answer given back was very specific. It was specific to the CFO persona, and it gave here 5 different references as to how that person should consider finding value in the proof analytics causal AI. Now I could go on and on with many different examples here, but the point is that this is written as a human would write. This has none of the fluff and the metaphors and things that ChatGPT is known for because we've trained this into the data. We have embedded into this model and it's customized specifically for proof analytics and creation of their content. A couple of things that are different as well is that this has a persistent memory. So you can come back later on and talk about the same subject. It's not just session-based. Also, it's private. So all the data that is held within this custom portal, all the training data is held private. It's multi-tenant. So multiple people could be working on this simultaneously. We can create multiple models, custom language models that clients can use. And in the end, this is our first use case, which is around content creation. We're trying to solve the most persistent challenges for marketers today. How do you get the efficiencies of a large language model, but also the efficacy of the thought leadership coming through in your writing? And we've solved that for you here. And this is something that anybody can go into, as a client, you could log in. It's a secure login area and ask simple, plain English questions of the content. And it can provide human spoken characteristics of the writing coming back to you. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I'd love to speak with you. There's a contact form here. Please give it a punch because we'd love to talk to you. Thank you very much.